What's poppin', soul family, and welcome back to my channel. In today's pick a card, we are going to be spilling the tea on the next chapter of your love life. We're just going to take a brief look at what comes through for you guys. Now, before we get started, I do want to apologize for the inconsistent uploads, you guys. I am currently in the process of moving and just undergoing a lot of changes in my life, so I promise to upload when I can. But if I do end up taking a brief break from YouTube, that is why. Okay, so before we get started, you guys, if you guys are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. Also, the decks that we will be using for this reading will be showcased at the end of each pile and will be available for purchase on my Amazon storefront down in the description box below as well. So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna go on ahead and jump into your pile choices now. Alrighty, you guys, so here are the 4 groups that you have to choose from today. We have group number 1 with Gula, group number 2 with Gaia, group number 3 with Bronwen, and group number 4 with Rhea. So go on ahead and take a moment to choose the goddess that you feel the most drawn to today. Pause the video if you need a little bit more time to choose, you guys, and whenever you are ready, I will meet you at your reading. The timestamps for each card will be available down in the description box below for your convenience. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 1 with Gula, and the bottom of the card says healing. So, you guys, what is happening in the next chapter of your love life? Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that you guys are currently undergoing a deep period of self-love. Okay, now I know that this might sound extremely cliche, and I'm sure I'm not the only tarot reader who has said this, or just the only reader in general who has said this, but the key to manifesting your soulmate, which if you chose this pile, you do have one that did come through for you guys with the 2 of Cups here. I just want to preface by saying that the key to manifesting your soulmate, your divine counterpart, is going to be the unconditional love of self. That is actually the key to attaining all things that you want in your life, if that makes sense. So I recently had an experience in meditation, and it was emotional too, y'all. I was crying, I was bawling like a baby. But I recently had a download where I kind of realized and saw for myself that when we unlock unconditional love of self in our heart space, our heart chakra, our heart center, it unlocks the door to so much abundance and fulfillment in our lives. It is unexplainable, okay? So we start off with the Princess of Cups here and the 7 of Cups. All right. So at this time, you are really being encouraged to really dive within the depths of yourself and see what is there, what lies in there. What are the things that you want in your life? What is it that you want to experience? Here we have the 7 of Cups. We see all types of stuff in here, you guys. We see a castle, we see a ring, we see a dragon, a snake, a ghost. Like, these are all things that I feel like are dwelling within the realm of your subconscious. Each symbol striking something, or like each symbol pointing to something, some sort of aspect of yourself. You are being encouraged to dive in and face these parts of yourself. Some of them you may not like so much. Some of them you may not necessarily want to look into. But it really will push you to a new level of love for yourself. Okay? The best way to experience the love that you so deeply want to experience with somebody else is to allow yourself to experience that love within yourself. So with the Gula card, in the bottom of the card says, you know, healing. Of course we all have healing to do, and I think as humans, the healing part of our life, the healing part of our journey is never ending, because we're constantly evolving, we're constantly shifting, and we're constantly changing. But this right here is the key to unlocking that door of love, that unlocking that door to that relationship that you really, really want to experience. Okay. So this next chapter of your journey is actually going to be about you. And I realize that this may not necessarily be the message that a lot of you want to see or a lot of you want to hear, but this is the message that I have for you guys today, is that in order to get here, there is a level of introspection that you must undergo in order to better understand yourself and love all aspects of yourself. You will attract somebody who understands you and love all aspects of you just like you do. Okay, I really hope that makes sense. Now we have the 9 of Pentacles here, so this just kind of tacks on to what I was saying about, self-love and love of self first. I'm seeing you getting ready to experience or undergo something very independent, something of your own, something that you've created. So whether this is like maybe you're starting your own business, or maybe you're moving out on your own for the very, very first time in your life, I'm seeing that this is going to be a very, very fulfilling period for you. Okay. And it's going to bring you a lot of healing. It's going to bring you a lot of understanding of self, because when you're more sure of yourself, you're more sure of what type of relationships and what type of people that you actually want to have around you. So I am seeing you going through this period of being more grounded within yourself and being in a space where you're more able to create a life that reflects your deepest dreams, your deepest heart's desires, if that makes sense. Okay. We also have the 7 of Pentacles. So you are being called to be patient at this time. And I know a lot of you guys are probably really sick and tired of hearing this message about needing to be patient, to wait for the love of your life, and these things like that. But the thing is, your journey of self-love should not be perceived as just an experience of waiting, okay? It should be a period of fulfillment where you feel fulfilled within yourself, where you feel fulfilled just loving on yourself, because it is that very patience with yourself that will attract a partner who also has that patience. That's exactly what it is that you need in life, not even just from yourself, but from those around you. You need people to be patient with you, right? Because what you're undergoing and what you're experiencing is not something that can be rushed. It's not something that should be rushed. And I feel like if you chose this pile, you might be somebody who doesn't like to be rushed. Okay. Like if you're getting ready for in the morning, or if you're, getting ready to go somewhere with your family, you don't want to be rushed. Okay. If you show up a little bit late, it's not necessarily the end of the world, but the point is that this is not something that you should be rushed through. You don't want to attract a partner who is constantly rushing you and constantly pushing you, because that might cause you to forget things. That might cause you to leave certain important steps of your routine out. Right? So this is why it's very important for you to start embodying and to start practicing patience. Okay. Now, I sort of channeled this episode that I saw from Avatar, where Aang, I don't know if you guys watch Avatar, but Aang was actually learning to master all the elements, and specifically the fire element is the one that I would say, was pretty excited to learn. And the guru, or the fire master, told him that you must master patience, because wielding fire can be a little dangerous. And if you rush into it, you could hurt yourself, or you could hurt somebody else. And I'm almost feeling that same energy when it comes to love. Love is patient. Okay. Love is kind. And what I'm seeing here is that it's not something that should be rushed. It's something that you need to take your time, okay, when it comes to love. So when you rush into it, like I said, you could hurt yourself, or you could hurt somebody else. So this is why patience is the key. Okay, you do not want to give up when you are at the finish line. Okay, and I feel like you guys are really starting to cross into that border of that unconditional love for yourself. And some of you might be over there like, you know what, I already love myself, and I've been waiting, and I've been patient, and I've been doing all the steps. I've been doing, what it is that I'm supposed to do. And that is great. But you have to understand that mastering self-love and unconditional love of self, that is a never-ending journey when it comes to the human experience. It never stops. Like, you never get to a certain level of love of self where you're like, oh, okay, I'm done now. Like, can I get what I came here for? I mean, I know as humans, a lot of the time that's what we want to say, and that's what we want to do. That's how we want to look at it. But the truth of the matter is that this love that you're manifesting into your life, which is there, it's coming. Okay, it's here. It literally showed up in the cards for you. And I'm pretty sure this is actually the only pile that distinctly got the soulmate card. Okay, the Two of Cups. But it's going to require some patience on your part. You need to be patient with yourself, okay? And the parts of yourself that you may not necessarily like all the time, you need to look at them, and you need to have love, and you need to have patience for those parts of yourself too. Maybe there's a part of you that's very, very impatient, or maybe there's a part of you that gets really overwhelmed and really overstimulated extremely quickly and just wants to give up and throw the towel in when things begin to seem difficult. Okay, these are all parts of being human. These are all traits and attributes that we all have. None of us are perfect, but we have to learn to love ourselves and our imperfections, right? And that takes time. That takes time, that takes patience. That's not something that can be rushed through. And a lot of the time when it comes to like our deepest wounds, especially our childhood wounds, whatever they may be, we don't get to just skip out on the pain of those things. We have to learn to love ourselves through those things. You get what I'm saying? So that's sort of what I'm getting for you guys. Also, we have the World card here. So to summarize this reading, there is a certain cycle. I feel very strongly that it is a cycle of lack, okay? There is a certain cycle that you are about to break free from, group number one. And that is the very thing that is going to open the door to the next chapter of your love life. So am I saying that you just need to learn to love yourself for the rest of your life and never get to experience that love with somebody else? Absolutely not. That's not what I'm saying whatsoever. But I am saying that right now, your love of self needs to be given priority over receiving that love from somebody else. Now, I'm not saying that it's wrong to want that, because we're humans. We're meant to connect with one another. But what I am saying is that the love that you want to experience outside of yourself, outside of your body, right? It needs to be attained within yourself first, because anything that you attain within yourself first, whether it be positive or negative, whether that's like, say, lack, or whether that's maybe frustration, hatred, or even good things like love, joy, peace, solitude. These are things, once you experience them within yourself, you attract experiences that reflect those energies, that reflect those mindsets back to you, right? So what I'm saying here is that if you're constantly focused on the lack of things that you have surrounding you, let's say it's the lack of money, the lack of happiness, the lack of fulfillment, when you focus your energy there internally, you are going to continue to experience those things externally. This is why mastering self-love is so important. Now, I'm not saying that you need to be I'm not saying that you have to be perfect in order to manifest your soulmate. Absolutely not. But I am saying that your love of self needs to be a priority before you can attract somebody who also prioritizes their love of you, if that makes sense, right? So that is sort of what I'm getting at. The next chapter of your love life is going to be a period of self-fulfillment in order to reach that space where you attract that divine partner who your fulfillment is just as important to them. And I really, really hope that makes sense. And I'm really not trying to be like super duper cliche in the delivery of this message. But what I'm saying is you need to love all aspects of yourself, all parts of yourself, right? You need to be open to healing all of that, right? And actually be willing to do the inner work on yourself before really being able to fully delve within doing that work with somebody else. Okay, that's what I'm trying to get at. And I'm not trying to make it seem like it's this ginormous mountain that you have to climb and this, extremely painful experience that you have to have within yourself before you can actually experience that love. I'm not trying to say that. I'm not trying to say you got to climb the top of Mount Everest before you can actually meet your soulmate. That's not what I'm trying to say at all. But what I am trying to say is the way that you would want the love of your life to pursue you, the way that you would want them to prioritize you, to love you, to take care of you, is the same exact way that you need to love yourself, the way that you need to pursue yourself, the way that you need to take care of yourself. Because once you do those things, right, you open up the door for that love to flood into your life, right, outside of you. Once you do the work within you, you will experience it. You will experience the benefits of that. You will reap the benefits of that outside of yourself. Okay. The love that you are looking for, group number one, has been inside of you the entire time. Okay. Now you need to take your time when it comes to experiencing that, falling in love with yourself over and over and over again. Every single day, you need to make a conscious effort to do so. And I'm not saying, and it's going to be different for all of us. You know what I'm saying? An act of self-love could be promising yourself to do yoga in the morning or go to the gym every morning and actually doing it. Taking a little bit of extra time on your skincare routine or your nighttime routine to ensure that you get a good, proper sleep, right? Reforming your sleep schedule in whatever way works for you. Taking your time and doing so that in the morning you wake up feeling good, that you wake up feeling refreshed. Changing your diet in a way that makes you feel better on the inside, in a way that raises your vibration, or even just taking yourself out, treating yourself every once in a while. These are all acts of self-love that you would love to experience with a partner, but it's going to be a lot more fulfilling when you experience them within yourself first. I hope that makes sense. So like I said, it's not like you have to climb the top of Mount Everest. It's just that you need to learn to love yourself in the way in which you want your partner to love you. This is the key to healing, right? And attracting a relationship into your life that brings you even more healing. Okay? I'm not saying that you have to be perfect. I'm just saying that you have to see that you are worth it, that you are worth the extra time, the extra energy. Pour that into yourself, okay? And that is going to unlock the door to your soulmate, okay, if that makes sense. So that is what I have for all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number one. Let me know down in the comments how this reading resonates for you guys. If you guys are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. And if you are interested in the decks that we use for today's tarot reading, we did use the Pastel Journey tarot deck as well as the Goddess Power Oracle deck. I actually don't have it on my desk right now, but they will be available for purchase on my Amazon storefront down in the description box below. Be sure to check that out if that is something you are interested in. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye! Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 2 with Gaia, and welcome to your reading, you guys. Okay. So I can't help but to smile and smirk a little bit with this file because y'all have got to be the feistiest pile, okay? I swear. I'm definitely seeing that you guys have a bit of a temper on you. Meaning you're not necessarily afraid to stand up for yourself, and you gonna talk your shit. Like, y'all want all the smoke is what I'm getting. But here's the thing. I feel like you're manifesting a partner who is more kind and more patient with you, because I feel like you guys have this real toughened exterior, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you have this ride or die type of energy. Y'all are the type, like, let's say you and your man go out to eat and they get the order wrong. I feel like y'all the type to be like, excuse me, waitress, or excuse me, waiter, he asked for no pickles. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get it right for your person. You gonna make sure that they have what it is that they need, you know, in order to be happy, in order to feel comfortable, in order to feel fulfilled. You come through as the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. And this is why I say you guys have this toughened exterior. But the way that you love, it's no joke. You don't love lightly. You know what I'm saying? You ride or die for people that you love, not just your partner, but the people that you love. You know, the type of love you give is so pure. And I'm almost feeling like you guys have this love that, like, you're like aggressive with it. It's like you guys have that aggressive affection in a way that's actually kind of cute. Like, you look at your man, or you look at your woman, and like you might want to just bite on their face, you know. And I know that sounds crazy. Okay, I know that sounds crazy, but I don't mean it in like an abusive way. It's just like, you know what I'm saying, when you think somebody's so cute, you're like, oh my gosh, like, I just want to eat you up, you know what I mean? Like, that type of love. And your next partner, okay, the person that you're manifesting, attracting into your life, they love that about you. They love that about you. And I do feel very strongly that the two of you are going to be very polar opposites. You get what I'm saying? But that's not bad, because if they embodied the same energy that you do, you would butt heads like a lot. Okay? And this person, oh my God, it's like they adore you. Okay? They adore you. And it's not even like they tolerate you. They just love you. Like, you're so different from them. Like, your personalities are gonna be so different. They're gonna be on the quieter side. Like, if you're loud, they're gonna let you shine. They're gonna let you shine. They're gonna let you talk your shit. They're gonna let you speak your truth. And they are going to be a safe space for you, where you don't have to have such a toughened exterior, right? You finally get to be soft, but you also get to be loud. You get to be hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, let's say they do something that makes you mad, and you're going off on them, or, you know, you're telling them how you feel. You're telling them how they made you feel. And instead of like maybe telling you that you're wrong, or instead of like trying to gaslight you and dumb down your feelings, or like simplify their feelings, they're like, I'm sorry, babe, I'm gonna make it up to you. Did you want tacos, or did you want, you know what I'm saying, McDonald's? You know what I'm saying? Like, just little things like that. Like, they'll know what you like, and they'll give it to you, you know, without you even asking. Like, I'm seeing, and I did see the 5 of Wands here, so this is where I say you do have a bit of a temper on you, but it comes from a place of love. And when you feel like your love is not being reciprocated, or your love is not being appreciated, it comes out. You don't like that. You don't like that. And your partner is going to learn you. They're going to learn the things that trigger you, and they're going to help you heal from those things. So when I see this, I immediately think of Tommy. When she started throwing them flowers at whatever his name was. I don't know his name, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know. She was throwing them flowers. She was like, y'all gonna bring me these damn flowers. Nobody gonna tell me what to do, you know. And then she's throwing the flowers at her man, and he's like, you know what? I think you just need some time. Like, I'm gonna give you some space, you know. And he's doing that from a place of like love. He's not gaslighting her. He's not telling her that she's wrong for how she feels. He's not invalidating her. You get what I'm saying? And then she just cries. She's like, well, let me walk you out, you know. Like, it's some people might see this as, you know, toxic, you know. But the thing is, and in some ways it can be, but the thing is, You finally have that partner that listens to you, that gives you exactly what you need, okay? That hears how you feel and understands why you are the way that you are, or why you act the way that you act sometimes. They give you a safe space to feel, like to feel what it is that you feel. They make you feel comfortable in expressing yourself, you know? And it makes you want to be more feminine. Like, it makes you want to step out of your hardened exterior and say, babe, look at what I got you. I got you a present. Do you like it? And they're going to love it. Okay? They're going to love it. They're going to love all aspects of you, is what I'm trying to get at, right? We have the Six of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like they're going to take you places in life. So say maybe some of you guys feel a bit uneasy traveling. They're going to take care of everything and make that experience easier for you. You get what I'm saying? Because we have the Six of Swords. I feel like you might be taking a few trips with this person. And with the Ten of Pentacles, you might have a family with this person, right? Or you might have that foundation that you're looking for with this person. And honestly, that's beautiful. Like, I see you really getting what it is that you want out of this situation and giving them what it is that they want, right? Like, honestly, I love this. Like, I can't help but to smile with this pile, because it's like, y'all are so damn feisty. All you need is that one person that just knows how to put you in your place, and that's exactly what you're getting here. We have the Lovers card, so this is a very, very passionate relationship that you have. I honestly don't see I don't have anything negative to say aside from the fact that your person, they could be very nonchalant, okay, and not in a toxic, emotionally unavailable way. They're gonna express themselves a little bit different from you, and that might not be something that you're used to if you've been in a lot of relationships or situations where you constantly had to defend yourself, right? Or maybe you dealt with a lot of like narcissists, you know, or maybe you just had partners that just didn't listen. You felt like you constantly had to stand up for yourself or prove yourself, you know, and your partner's not going to make you do that. But the thing is, they're going to know how to calm you down when you're upset. That's what I see. Because with the Five of Wands here, and I do feel as though they might trigger you, but not in the way that you might think, okay? They're not the type of partner that's going to trigger you just to make you mad and see you get upset. The things that they do are going to trigger you into a place where you can heal the things that make you feel angry, that they'll make you revisit. He's like, okay, why are you acting like that? All I did was XYZ. Why are you acting like that? Why are you doing all of that? I wasn't trying to hurt your feelings. And, you know, it might make you kind of look at and revisit a time in your life where you had to defend yourself and you had to stand up for yourself and you had to act this way in order to survive. This is not a partner where you have to operate in survival mode. Do you get what I'm saying? This is not somebody where you have to operate in survival mode, or you constantly have to explain yourself, or constantly have to explain what it is that they're doing that's making you feel unloved, okay? And for a lot of you guys, we got the Gaia card. You might want to have this person's babies. You might want to have this person's babies, not even gonna lie, because just the way that they carry you is just exactly what it is that you're looking for, even if you don't necessarily know it yet. They are not going to try to control you. They're not going to try to tell you what to do. They're not going to tell you what it is that you can wear, you know. They're not going to try to dumb down or simplify your feelings. They're going to assist you in exploring them. You get what I'm saying? And as a result, they may not necessarily be too emotional, you know, when it or maybe when it comes to them expressing their emotions, they don't really get heated, right? And you might kind of be the opposite is what I'm saying. But I'm not saying that from like a standpoint of just pointing the finger at you and saying that you're toxic, you know. But what I am saying is that this is going to require some adjustment, okay? Because maybe you've never had a partner that took their time and paid attention to you like this, okay? So that is what I see for the next chapter of your love life. That's the type of relationship that I see coming your way. Let me know down in the comments how this reading resonates for you guys. If you're interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. And if you're interested in the decks that we use for today's tarot reading, we did use the Goddess Power Oracle deck as well as the Pastel Journey tarot deck, both of which will be available for purchase on my Amazon storefront down in the description box below. Be sure to check that out if that is something you are interested in. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 3 with Brown Wen, and the bottom of the card says forgiveness. Okay, so group number 3, I am seeing that you guys have been through a lot, not even just in terms of your love life, but just in life in general, okay? So we start off the reading with the star card and the Ace of Wands. I'm seeing you're unlocking some type of activation here, okay? I'm seeing like the awakening of certain abilities that you have that you're starting to unlock, and it seems as though you're entering this period in your life where you are beginning to feel more powerful. You're starting to really channel this connection to the divine, and I'm just feeling like you're just going through this superior activation at this point in your life where you're almost just like I don't want to say that you don't care, or maybe you don't care, but it's like from a place of surrender. It's not from a place of carelessness. Does it make sense? I'm starting to see, or you're starting to see, that you have all of the power. You have what it is that you need in order to move forward, okay? Now, I'm seeing you praying for this divine love, right? And I'm feeling like the person on the other side of this, even if a lot of you guys haven't even met this person yet, they're feeling it, okay? The work that you're doing on yourself, they're feeling it. You're doing it for them too. Do you get what I'm saying? You're manifesting a very, very divine connection into your life, right? And the thing is, group number 1, I had to lecture them on the importance of self-love. Group number 3, you already thoroughly understand the importance of self-love. In fact, I feel like you've probably been in group number 1's position so many times. Especially if you felt drawn to group number 1, definitely watch it. But I'm seeing that you're in this place in your life where you're like, I understand that I have this connection to the divine. Like, I understand that I can create whatever it is that I want. Like, it's just like you're in your Build-A-Bay type of energy, if that makes sense. Like, you're creating the perfect partner for you by embodying that within you. Y'all are so powerful, and I feel like you're at the point in your life where you're starting to realize how powerful you actually are, right? Now, here's the thing. I do want to address something, okay? Somebody, I feel like, sent you packing, or like abandoned you, maybe left you, and I think they really hurt you with the 10 of Wands here in the past. Now, I do feel very strongly that you guys have gotten through this and you've gotten past this, right? Maybe you've even forgiven this person, and that's why we have the forgiveness card. But I'm seeing you reach a point in your life where you're not letting them back in. You're not re-experiencing that. However, I am seeing that there is a very high possibility that they might try to come bum rushing back towards you. And a lot of you guys might have before just been like, hell nah, I'm not dealing with you. F you, stay out of my life. But now I feel like you're more so in an energy where you're just like, no. Just one simple word that behind it is the picture of everything that you've been through. Like, when I say you've come a long way, you've come a long way. People who see you, they might see you carrying a lot of stuff, but they don't know what this path led to or where it came from. Okay? So not everybody can really understand you. You're so select. Your circle, group number 3, is probably so small at this point in your life because of the simple fact that you know exactly what it is that you want, and you're not investing a bunch of time and energy into the things that don't reflect the things that you want back to you, if that makes sense. Okay. I'm seeing movement in your life. Movement where it's like, because of the fact that you have surrendered, there's nothing that you feel like you need to do right now except for exist, except for experience, right? So when it comes to the next chapter of your love life, you're obviously manifesting the partner that is like perfect for you. But I'm seeing somebody from the past trying to come in. And I feel as though not only are they trying to come in, but they trying to bum rush in. They might even come in with this sense of like entitlement. They might even be ready to give you the things that they couldn't give you before. But I'm seeing you say no. Because with the Knight of Swords, I feel like maybe they ran away from you in the past. But I'm also feeling this energy of them running back towards you, or bum rushing to make that move. Like they're trying to make that move toward you, like, hey, group number 3, how you been, and sitting back waiting for a response that they very highly likely may not get, because you look back on what you had to go through to get away from that, or what it was like. They weren't there with you when you were carrying all of this stuff with you, when you had all of that baggage, and you're releasing that. You surrendered all of that to the divine. The divine is working on reforming that to create something that is more suitable for you, something where you feel like you can be softer, something, I don't know, I'm feeling like group number 3, y'all might be having dreams about somebody that you haven't met before, or maybe somebody that you've met before briefly but in passing, right? That's what I'm seeing here. Whatever it is that you're saying, whatever affirmations that you're saying, whatever it is that you're doing, you're connecting to somebody that you may not have met yet. There's somebody out there that you might have this undeniable feeling that you know that your person is out there, and you're correct, okay? But I almost feel like before you can fully open up the door or turn the page to this next chapter of your love life, there is a test that is awaiting you. And I do feel like it pertains to somebody from the past. And I feel very strongly that you guys are going to pass this test by simply rejecting their offer or not even entertaining it. Because whoever this person from your past was, they put you in a situation where you were not sure, right? And the thing is, it's like what's meant for you, you gonna be sure about it. It's not gonna come in the form of confusion, but it's going to come in the form of clarity. And they might come back, and you might re-experience that feeling of being confused all over again. And I'm feeling like this is just not something that you want. I see you talking to the girls, okay, talking to the girls about it, like, yo, or if you're a guy, talking to your homies, or just talking to your friends, like, yo, XYZ just came back, and I don't even know what to say. And you already know they're gonna be like, don't do it, girl, don't do it. You was like, I was just thinking about it, I'm not gonna do it. But you're really not going to do it. Like, that's what I'm seeing here, like with the 3 of Cups. I see that you are surrounded by love and support at this time, something that this person wasn't really willing to give you, right? Or they just weren't doing it properly. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like straight up having to tell your ex or talking to your friends and telling them, like, it's just like they wasn't doing it for me. Like, the way that they dealt with me wasn't good enough for me. It's not the first time I've had to say that. And a lot of the times it might come across as like entitled, but it's like, what is yours. You are divinely entitled to a love that is rightfully yours. And it's going to come to you in the form of clarity, not confusion. See, this Emperor, this Knight of Swords, I do feel as though this is the same person. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I feel as though this is the same person. Somebody who just sort of sat on the throne like you were just going to bow down to them. Like you were just gonna not bow down to them, but you were just gonna show up. They were gonna have this undeniable access towards you, even if you ran away. And it's just like, they sent you packing. Like, I'm not saying that they might have actually told you to leave, but you might have been extremely vulnerable to them about how you felt, and then they were not there anymore. And so you're just like, okay, well then I guess I'll just pack up my stuff and go. And this stuff might not even be physical stuff. This could be your feelings. There's a song I'm hearing. It's by Jasmine Sullivan. It's called Pick Up Your Feelings. And so they might come back, you know, attempting to give you that vulnerability that you might have wanted to see before. And it's just like, you're telling them, like, go on ahead and pick up your feelings. Go somewhere else with that. Because when I asked you for it and you were presented with the opportunity to speak, you didn't. You chose to stay silent after I was vulnerable to you, after I was open to you. So now you need to leave, you know? And the thing is, they might not have even they might not have even spoken to you. They might have just ghosted you, right? And it's just like, now you might get the pleasure of doing that right back to them. But that was not easy for you. You became an entirely different person after this experience. I feel like it was so painful, you might not have never wanted to love again. But I think that you came to the realization that closing your heart off to love is not the answer. It's not. So I'm seeing this death and rebirth experience that you sort of went through within yourself, where now you're a different person than you were before. I remember one time I went to a palm reader with my ex, and they looked at my palm and told me something about my love line being broken, being split in half. And I was like, well, what the fuck does that even mean? And how can you even tell that from my hand? I don't know how to do that shit, but I'm saying, like, what does that even mean? And now that a couple years have gone by, I realize that at one part of my journey in my love life, I was one person. I was young. I was still learning. I was still getting a lot out of my life. And now at this second part of my love life, or just my life in general, I am completely different, and my perception of love is very different. And I'm sure it's ever changing and ever evolving, but there's just certain shit that I put up with on that first half of that love line that I won't put up with anymore. And I think that the same goes for you, right? The same thing goes for you. So to summarize the next chapter of your love life, you are channeling somebody that I feel very strongly that you have not met before, that you are going to meet, that you are going to, I think, build a life with here in this 3D. You're connecting to them telepathically, very strongly, should I say. But I feel like in order for this connection to be grounded into the 3D, there is one more test that you have to pass. And I do feel like it pertains to somebody from the past coming back into your life. And I feel as though the only thing that they will be getting from you, if anything, is closure. And that closure might just pertain to you shutting the door in their face and them having to experience this, what you had to experience, carrying all that weight, that baggage. You know, you're gonna send them packing the same way that they did you. That's what I'm seeing. That's the answer to passing that test. So surround yourself by people who love you. Have fun at this time. Have fun, because that's what is going to sort of open up the door for you to manifest this new love, this divine partner. This love is going to be fresh. It's going to make you feel young again. Okay. You know, so that's what I'm getting, you guys, for all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 3 for the next chapter of your love life. Let me know down in the comments how this reading resonates for you. If you're interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. And if you are interested in the decks that we use for today's tarot reading, we did use the Light Seers tarot deck as well as the Goddess Power Oracle deck, both of which will be available for purchase on my Amazon storefront down in the description box below. Be sure to check that out if that is something you are interested in. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 4 with Rhea, and the bottom of the card says flow. It's actually number 44. So I do want to say, if you've been seeing 444, this is just, you know, confirmation that this message is definitely for you. Okay. So the next chapter of your love life is actually very, very interesting. And honestly, it's kind of similar to group number 3, but I want to say a little bit more, I guess you could say advanced, should I say? Because I feel like you guys have already done so much work on yourself, right? Like, you've already worked through so much stuff that I feel like things are going to flow in and out of your life a lot more easily. Okay, so we start off the reading with the Queen of Wands and the Sun card. I see that you are extremely unbothered. Anything that has once kept you tied down or kept you bound you freed yourself from it. There is so much energy and emphasis surrounding the word freedom from this pile. Freedom and flow and the Fool. So we have significance surrounding the letter F, something like that. Flow. Some of you might have felt like you failed in the past, okay, but you haven't. Anything that didn't work out, it was for your highest good, so that you could get to this place that you're in right now. So I see you embarking on a completely new journey, a completely new chapter of your life, one that you weren't sure that you would make it to. Okay, I see you actually being happy and like expressing yourself. I'm seeing you being in this energy of creative flow where everything is just in harmony, and you're probably experiencing a lot of synchronicity. But what you're here for is the next chapter of your love life. Now, I am seeing that you are manifesting whatever it is that you want to experience in love. That is what you're doing. That's what you're creating. Okay, so your person, they're coming, they're on the way. It's just like you have to, I don't want to say that you have to create them, but you need to have that idea in your mind of exactly what it is that you want, so that when it comes into your life, you recognize it, right? Because it's going to be unique to you. So if you chose this pile, I'm feeling like the collective, y'all have a wide array of like what it is that you want, specifically for pile 4. And that is what it is that you are welcoming into your life. But for this pile, group number 4, I do want to say you are kind of going to be presented with the opportunity to stunt on your ex first, and while you manifest this new partnership into your life. Now, some of y'all don't even care about that. And that right there is like a flex within itself. Okay, like y'all are really gonna be flexing. Like, I don't really think that y'all understand like what I'm trying to get at, because you got somebody head hurting. Okay, you got somebody head hurting over you. Okay, could be an air sign. We have Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. But we have the King of Swords and we have the 5 of Swords. Somebody is like deeply, deeply, deeply immersed in the regret of not being able to have you anymore. Like, when I tell you that they are shook, they are shook. They are upset with themselves. They are beating themselves up. They feel like they done made the biggest mistake of their life. Now, I'm not sure if they're actually going to try to come back in or not. I don't know. I honestly kind of want to say your person doesn't really have the balls to do that. But it's almost like they have this internal knowing that they'll never be able to have you again. And that is just eating them up inside. And you don't care. Like, that's what I'm getting. It's like, you don't really care. Group number 3 kind of had to still like go through that period of forgiveness and everything like that. And they have to undergo some tests or whatever. Y'all are not even entertaining this person anymore. It's like you're not even looking in their direction anymore. And this is like the biggest flex. Okay, I'm hearing Janae Aiko say flex on my ex in my Model X. Like, that's sort of what I'm getting for you guys. And it's not even like you're doing it intentionally. Some of you guys might be, though, but I feel like the bulk majority of you guys, you're not even worried about your ex anymore. And I think that this is what's got them so upset. This is what their head hurts. Okay, their head hurts thinking about that, because we have the Tower card here and the 4 of Pentacles. They recently went through a Tower moment regarding you, or they had like a moment of realization where they're like, oh my god, I fucked up. Like, I really messed up. Like, I really messed this up, and I don't think I can fix it. I don't think I can get it back. And you're just like, haha, you can't. Like, sorry. But like I said, it's just like you're not even thinking about them anymore. And that is like the worst type of revenge, you know? And it's not even like, because the thing is with this pile, I don't even think you guys are vengeful. I just think you don't care anymore. And I think that that is like the most lethal part about you, is that you could love somebody with your whole heart and just not care about not talking to them or not seeing them anymore. That's what I'm getting for you guys. Group number 4. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting in terms of like your ex. And yeah, but that's not all that I have for you when it comes to like the next chapter of your love life. I see you actually being happy with or without somebody, with or without your person, with or without your partner. With the Fool card, I am seeing you embarking on something new, and this could very well be like a new chapter of your love life. The things that you might have put up with before, you not putting up with it no more, right? Because we have the 4 of Pentacles. So yeah, it's just like you're keeping your coins close to you, right? But also, not everybody gets to experience you. Like, not everybody gets to experience all aspects of you, because I feel like this might be the part of you that you show to the world, like, bitch, don't test me, don't try me, because I'm just not somebody to be played with. But with your friends and like people that you're comfortable with, you're just having a good time. Like, you know, like you're just enjoying yourself. You're just flowing with the wind, you know? You feel good is what I'm seeing. You won. Like, I see you being successful at whatever it is that you set out to attain. You guys are in this powerful, like, magnetic feminine energy where you realize that there are no limits. There are no limits, right? It's like you're in flow, you're in harmony with all that the universe has to offer you, right? And we have the Magician card here. I can't even pick up the card. We have this Magician card here. It's like you are creating this reality, you're creating this love, right? And nobody could tell you what this is or who this is, because it's like you're creating this, you're bringing this to the forefront of your 3D reality, right? And you're leaving certain people in the dust where they belong, and that shit's making people mad, and you don't care. Like, that's what I'm seeing. So I do feel as though you guys are actually, you're manifesting this ultimate love for yourself. So whether that's somebody who is just as passionate as you are, or shares the same passions and interests that you do, that's what you're creating for yourself. Maybe you guys want somebody who's on the more quiet side, or maybe you want somebody who's really talkative. Maybe you want somebody who stimulates your mind. Maybe you want somebody, everybody wants something different, but the specific things that you want in love, I see you creating that for yourself, because you've already surrendered. You're already in flow with the universe. You're leaving the past in the past. So the test that I had to lecture group number 3 on, you know, having to pass, I'm feeling like you already passed it, simply by the fact that you're so unbothered by the past and ready to move into a new future. You don't even care what's back there. It's like you're not even looking back anymore, and you're moving into this new chapter of your life with the Chariot. And the thing is, you might have dealt with some people in the past with the 7 of Swords who were dirty, like who did you so dirty. They got exactly what was coming to them, and that was the lack of your presence in their life. See, the thing is, you're the one that had the magic. I had to tell one of my clients this, is that you're the one with the magic in this situation. As soon as you remove yourself, as soon as you remove your energy, your presence from somebody's life, it shows. It shows. That's why they be mad once you leave, right? But the thing is, they did it to themselves. They did it to themselves. They put themselves in the corner, right? So that's, you know, kind of the overall energy that I'm getting for you when it comes to the next chapter of your love life. whatever your ideal partner symbolize, like whatever it is that they represent to you, that's exactly what you're going to get. Whatever it is that you want to experience love, whatever it is that you want to experience in a divine partner, I cannot stress this enough, is going to be different for all of you. But that is what you are going to get to experience, right? And you're going to have some people in the past that either might try to come back or they might be, hating from the sidelines. But keep in mind what I said, from the sidelines. They no longer get to play on the field with you, because they're not going to mess the shit up for your whole team. They're not going to mess the victory up for your whole team. Whatever you define as successful, whatever you define as getting your way in this situation, whatever it is that you want, that is what you get to have. That's what you get to experience. So to answer, your question of, what's next? What's the next chapter, like, of my love life? Everything that you ever wanted and more. Okay? And I feel like a lot of y'all know that. Y'all know that. Y'all know you're entitled to this. You know that, it's destined for you, right? You're leaving behind anything that hinders your happiness. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I have for all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 4. You're going to get what you asked for, okay? You're going to get what you asked for. And anyone or anything that prevented you from getting that or hurt you, they not coming with you. Okay, they gotta watch you be successful. Okay, that's their karma, I feel like. So yeah, you guys, that's what I have for all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 4. Let me know down in the comments how this reading resonates for you guys. If you guys are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. And if you are interested in the decks that we use for today's tarot reading, we did use the Goddess Power Oracle deck as well as the Light Seers Tarot deck for this pile. So if you're interested in any of these decks, be sure to check them out on my Amazon storefront down below. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye.